Hey guys, before we actually get started here, I just wanted to show you how easy it was to like wake up in the morning and just go. That's how easy it is. Wake up, grab some coffee, get ready to go. And that's gonna be the theme of this whole thing. Just run as fast as you can. I started this thing. It is a plot device kind of thing. It has all the themes and the motifs and the characters and the things I need to remember about them, just so I can side reference it as I'm writing and see that, oh hey, I haven't mentioned this in a while, I should probably mention it to keep the reader's interest and let them know that that thing still is in existence. Hopefully we can tie these all in and make some kind of interweaving story plot thingy-majig. Cool, so let's go. Silly computer falling asleep on the job yet again. So we've hit about 43 minutes now and we have got 1,664 words. Today was a lot of dialogue. It's always a lot of dialogue with me. I'd like to write a lot of dialogue. I don't write a lot of description in. That's one of my hard points. I don't write a lot of description, but I think that's pretty good. It keeps it moving, and as long as the dialogue is interesting and the language people use is interesting, then I guess that's hopefully okay. This chapter has been pretty much an entire conversation with Natalia and Nige. It was really fun to write. I really like writing for Natalia. I like Nige being talked to because he's so impressionable right now, because he doesn't have very many friends. As we learn in this chapter, he doesn't really have many friends except for George, so that's kind of awful. But Natalia has finally agreed to be his friend, and Natalia asks about all these things that are going on, like why in the world is he friends with George, because he's awful. And they talk about why he might be a little angsty and why George might be a little angsty, and kind of gets into the whole mom thing. And I think I'm kind of building those things up more in these conversations, so I think that's probably good. Except I don't know what to do about the coma thing, man. Like, this just doesn't seem like a coma story, but like somewhere I gotta put it in. I brought up Molly, and like now that he's on pursuit for Molly, and I don't want this to be a love story. I want this to be about accomplishing something. So maybe I need to take Molly out or do something like that. Maybe it needs to be a mother-son kind of thing. I was really excited about a love story, but I don't think I really want that. I want to make a story about learning to fail, and how failure is awesome, and how you need to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and persevere and endure and really learn from all your mistakes. You know, I just wrote this whole thing about Molly and like girls and who people like and stuff like that, but I think I'm just going to use it as a device to show the major theme. I'm not actually going to use Molly as like a huge part of the story. Even though I just wrote that crap ton of words, I'm not going to go back and edit it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to say, hey, make Molly not so important. That's all I'm going to do. And then I'll go back and fix it later when I look at this in like a month. So I think I'm going to take a slight break and then get back to work and keep chugging it out. Let's go. Okay, we're back. So I got 1 hour, 36 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. So I spent about 53 minutes on this section of writing, and I don't know how much I wrote yet. Let's take a guess real quick. I got this much. Not focused on the camera. Got that much. I'm going to guess 1,921. Too much. 1,668 words. Very consistent in my chapter length. It's crazy. I always get scared to start another chapter, another go-round, because I'm pantsing it and I don't really know where it's gonna go. But I think I need to start realizing and having faith in the fact that I can take it somewhere, and my mind can take it somewhere interesting. This chapter was actually one of my favorites so far. Natalia turned into somebody that's going to be very, very important in the story, I think. As I'm writing it, I get these ideas and see the future kind of what's gonna happen. And I see Natalia being a very, very important character now. We ended the last chapter and Nige was like, well, who do you like? After Natalia asked him who he liked, and he said, I like Molly. Natalia said that she is in love with success, which is very kind of weird and it's inanimate. How can you love success? George is like, what do you mean by that? And he just can't simply understand it. So Natalia's like, come with me. They go around the corner to the giant rock they call the cliff. It's very big, it's huge, and somehow Natalia has made a giant mural on this piece of rock, and it's huge and it's awesome. I was writing this as it was happening in my head. I was like, yeah, she created this giant mural on a rock, but like, what's it gonna be of? I was like scared that what I was gonna put on the rock wasn't gonna be that cool, but I just kind of said, oh yeah, it's people and they're running. Like what are they running from? Yeah, a giant bird. Yeah, a bird. And then they're running towards like a burning city. But like, why would they do that? And then I just kind of really went with it, and somehow it ended up okay. It's supposed to be this giant mural of a bird, and it's got like this really dark outline, but it's really bright on the inside, made of different like kind of paint, like a mix of everything. So it's kind of like graffiti, but it's kind of like paint and art too. It's of a bird, and it's chasing these people into a town, or it looks like it's chasing them at least. And this is a scene that's meant to show people to look deeper into things, and that, you know, there's meaning behind art, and sometimes there's no meaning, and that's the meaning in it. But like, you have to look deeper. You can't just look at it and say like, oh, it's a bird chasing people and it's scary. So you can't just do that. It's not that simple. No artist's painting is ever meant to be that simple. She urges Nige to push further and gets the meaning behind it, and she kind of helps him out to figure it out, and they become kind of like a team. The outline of the bird is everybody in history who has been successful, who has gone out of the burning village and taken the risk and gone into the unknown and succeeded. And they all make up the outline of the bird, which is like huge and scary because it's everybody in history. On the inside, it's super colorful, and it's meant to show that all the possibilities and all the perseverance, that is all you need, and that's what it takes to be in the bird. The people are running away back into the town that they already know, where it's just burning and there are people impaled on spikes. They're just scared of failure, and they go back. They don't know what to do with themselves, and they just never progress in life because they're too scared. And that's what she was trying to get across, and that's what she was trying to say. She loves success, and she loves art, and she loves creation, and she loves all of this stuff. And I can relate to that, but I write. I don't really do art. I love art, but so Natalia at the end of the chapter is like, I got some spray paint cans and some paint buckets back at the garage. You wanna go try it yourself? And Nige is like, I don't know, man, I don't know. He's like, I will if you read this book. And she's like, a book? And he's like, yeah, well, it's a comic. And she's like, oh, I don't read, I don't like reading, I hate English class. And he's like, well, it's a comic book, so it has art in it. It's the misadventures of Spoider and Toadspud. It's just like some stupid name, like, how did I think of that? But I just wrote it down, and that's an example of it. I named it The Misadventures of Spoider and Toadspud. This kind of ties back to Molly, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep Molly again, so this is everything that's going through my mind, and I just want to tell you guys, this is how random it is. They're about to go clean up the town. We'll see where it goes from there. But for now, I'm going to go take a shower, because I haven't yet today. It is 2:30 in the afternoon, so get going. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Hey guys, so I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done today done, but I got more than I actually really needed to get done. It's still really early in break, so I have a lot of time to kind of work up my endurance to writing. I think as I gain more confidence in myself, I will have more activation energy to get going. Activation energy is really just the thing that actually makes you stop procrastinating and start doing what your goal is. Activation energy is really the main key to getting anything done. I really need to start mastering that in terms of writing, and I think that will definitely help my endurance. But first, I need to get some confidence. So I'm building that up right now, and I have confidence in myself that I will get there. But today was not that day, unfortunately. But I am bound to get more done tomorrow. So I will see you then, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Hey guys, thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you're interested in this at all. We're going all the way. We're gonna make this book. We're gonna make it happen, and you can make one happen too if you really want. Like I said, have a great day.